Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
I'm here with Al from Coffin Mulch, and they've been the first band on the Holy Goat stage here today at the Saturday at Damnation Festival. How was it for you, Al?
Yeah, it was great. I was a wee bit worried there'd be like two men and a dog there to watch us, but yeah, it seemed like really full. Walking from the area, the arena to here, people keep stopping me and saying it was really good. So yeah, I think it went great.
It sounded good. Certainly, it's a bit different for the last time I saw you in Manchester, which was in July at ATMA, there was about 40-50 people there in a very small room. There was waterlogged, wasn't it?
Yeah, we nearly didn't play that night. That was crazy. Yeah.
So how do you adapt to playing to like a much bigger stage, bigger crowd? How do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, that's probably for you to answer. I just did what I usually do, but with less fighting. It's kind of weird because we're used to playing like small venues, so I think a big part of what we do is getting in the crowd, and there's a bit in one of our songs that I always take a dive into the crowd, and I was like, I don't think I can reach from here.
You didn't do it, did you?
I didn't. I was too scared, and everyone's just there was no mosh pit. I've never really experienced that before. It was quite weird, but it was still good fun. Yeah. I mean, the other guys in the band liked it because I didn't bash into them.
That makes a change.
Yeah.
So obviously it was good that there were so many people there, so you're exposing yourself to a whole new crowd. Obviously your new album came out earlier this year, Spectral Intercession. Seems to have been received really, really well. How does it feel for you?
Amazing. I'm a big punk DIY guy, so we've been offered record deals with quite a lot of people, but we've always turned them down. I released the vinyl myself. We didn't do any pre-orders on it. I just I saved up my money and paid for it, and when it was released, you got your album. And that's a big thing for me, pre-orders and stuff, and people take the money and you don't get the record for a year or something like that. It's ridiculous. So it's a big thing for us to have that kind of punk DIY ethic. The records and t-shirts are cheap. We make a profit on them, but not too much profit.
That's good.
And as a result, we sold 1,300 records in 3 weeks.
Wow. And
we could have been signed to as big a label we get in metal and not have sold as many as them. I'm really chuffed about it. The problem is they're all sold out, and I really like having a wee bit of money again, so we might go through someone else to repress them or something.
So
it's a good problem to have. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. So I take it then you're all, as a band, really proud of the album, because it's exceptionally good, and for me it's probably an album of the year contender. That's how much I enjoyed it. So you lot must be really proud of it.
I think everything, I'm a bit of control freak when it comes to things. It's another reason we don't do stuff through other labels. I like the presentation to be right, I like the layout to be right, and we worked hard on the sound of it to make it sound quite kind of old school but quite aggressive and not too lo-fi. I think everything about it came out perfect. The artwork, the presentation, the sound of it, the songs. And I've not heard one person say they didn't like it yet, which is cool.
It's good.
I'm really chuffed with it. I can die happy knowing that that is out there and exists, and if we don't do anything else from now until whenever, we've got that. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's certainly got that old school death metal feel to it, hasn't it?
And it's
was that done on purpose, or?
Oh, very much so. When we formed the band, we wanted to do an old school death metal band.
Right.
A lot of people it hasn't annoyed me as much, but all we hear is, it sounds like Entombed, it's got that buzz saw it doesn't. I don't know, even everyone keeps calling us HM2 core or whatever, and I don't know, man, I've been listening to Entombed and all those bands since I was a wee guy, since I was really young, and I didn't know what a fucking HM2 pedal was until a couple of years ago. I'm not a guitar guy, I suppose, but this seems to be a thing. I don't know if it's the age of the internet, everyone knows everything.
Yes, of course.
But that was just the Sunlight Studios sound, that kind of sound that Entombed, Dismember, Carnage had and stuff. So honestly, like, I'm kind of we're all a bit fed up of just getting called an entombed rip-off band, because we're not. I really don't think
I never thought that personally. No, I wouldn't have done.
So our new album, our next album's going to be, I reckon, a wee bit different, and we've got a new guitarist. I mean, I say new guitarist, he's been with us for a year.
Okay.
But he didn't play on the album.
Right.
So we've been writing a couple of new songs. Me and him have been writing some songs lately, and yeah, I think they're going to be. It's still going to be recognisable like us, but maybe a wee bit.
Yeah.
Maybe some doomier stuff. We're all really into doom.
That'd be good.
Some slow songs. Maybe, don't know.
And how does the writing process work? Do you all write collectively, or does somebody bring something and then you just go from there?
It's a kind of weird one. So it was usually what would happen is our old guitarist, who's now left, he would come up with some riffs and then he would bounce them off of me, and we would kind of come up with some structures roughly. Then we'd bring them to practice room, and like Rich, our bass player, is really good at like structure, and he'd be like, "Oh,
right.
do that there," and then Fraser, like, he's total off the wall. Like one of our songs, Into Blood's got like a disco beat in it. You know what I mean? Like death metal guys don't think to do that.
No,
do you know
totally.
what I mean? But he just thinks outside the box. So we kind of then put it all together, and it works really well. So me and Derek, so the new guitarist, we kind of bouncing things back and forth, and we're going to, once we've got like this out of the way and a couple more gigs, we're going to really go for it and maybe do a new EP or something.
Right, so that's sort of like the plan then for next year, is to just record something new?
I think so, yeah, and just play the odd gig, go on tour in the summer maybe. Like, I'm a school teacher, so I can only play at certain times, so...
I didn't realise that.
yeah, maybe some of the kids will listen to this. I'll try not to swear.
Yeah, so obviously that's going to restrict when you can and can't play, isn't it? All the time. It
does, yeah. And like, man, all of us have got jobs. Like, and Fraser and Derek are self-employed. So, like, I mean, we've been doing really well in the past year. We've been getting a lot of attention, selling a lot of records, but we can't just do what other bands do. Like Undeath that are playing.
Yeah.
Like, they're just on tour constantly.
Yes.
But, like, we wouldn't ever be able to do that unless we quit our jobs. And it's a hard shift going, I'm going to quit my well-paid 9-to-5 job to do this. Do you know what I mean? It's a big risk. And I kind of like the way things go at the moment. I like that we can just kind of come here and do this. And like, this is a fun weekend for us. Like, we've played, we can relax now. We're going to see Electric Wizard later on. It's going to be great. Like,
is there anybody else that you want to go and see?
Electric Wizard, the main one.
Okay.
I love Electric Wizard. They've been one of my favourite bands for years.
Right.
In fact, do you know Ramesses?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So I
very
released the second Ramesses album.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So like, they were kind of friends of mine. I put a record out with them. And I saw Electric Wizard back when they were a 3-piece, and I loved them.
Right. Okay.
So we always see them. Enslaved doing their first album is going to be class. Dead Guy. I don't know if it's just an age thing, but like I was like a teenager when they were coming out, so I really liked them like back in the mid-90s.
I watched Dead Guy last night.
Yes,
and that was brilliant. Yeah, they were. It was just like, wow.
I saw
really
photos
good.
And the guy was kind of in the crowd.
Yeah.
It was quite tense. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Our friends Ashenspire, I don't know if you know them.
I know of them. Yeah,
they're fucking mind blowing. Like,
yeah,
their album last year was the best album of the year in my opinion. It's just so good, and like, yeah, you should go and see them definitely. Like, okay, it's a total like journey watching them. Like, I find it difficult to watch them without having a tear in my eye.
Oh really?
Like, honestly, like, they're so incredible. I absolutely love them. They're just the best people. Like,
excellent stuff.
Definitely go and watch them.
Right. Okay. Now, obviously, you have brought out, as I say, an absolutely stunning album this year. Do you feel the pressure to write something equally as good, or, as you said before, are you going to just change direction and go have different influences? Not Entombed?
No, not Entombed. Yeah, don't give a shit. Like, see, to be honest with you, like, man, I've just turned 40. Like, I don't care what people think. Like, I love it if people love the music. It's great. Like, it's so nice when people say, like, the album's great, I loved your set or whatever. But if people don't like it, man, there's hundreds of other bands they can go watch.
Of course,
I don't mean to be like, I don't mean to be arrogant when I say I don't care what people think, but like, man, like, if people don't like it, they don't like it. There's tons of stuff I don't like, and that's cool. And yeah, if we change direction a wee bit and do something a bit different. I mean, we're not going to release Cold Lake, do you know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen. Not that Cold Lake's terrible, but no. I'll stick up for that album. We'll do what we do, and if we like it, honestly, that's the most important thing. If folk like it, they do.
Excellent. Right, well, I always try and give one like stupid question towards the end. Who would be your dream band to support?
Dream band to support? I mean, like, honestly,
Yeah, go on.
probably Electric Wizards. Like,
Really?
yeah, like of bands going
Wow.
right now, like they're like, yeah. I've always said like I don't listen to a huge amount of current music. Like I'm a pretty.
What do you
I
listen
live
to
in the
then?
past.
What do you listen to?
I listen to tons of stuff. I'm really eclectic in my taste.
Yeah.
Like I like death metal and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not even like just a metal guy.
Yeah.
So I've been listening. You ever heard Zamrock? Like rock, kind of heavy rock from Zambia in the mid '70s.
Oh, okay.
I've been listening to tons of. There's a band called Witch, a fucking ace.
Okay.
I just got an original copy of their album Lazy Bones on vinyl.
Right.
And it's like it's untold getting those records because they're like always in bad condition. Never
Yeah.
sleeves. I got an original copy. Spent a wee bit of money on it. That's like my thing. I've been listening to loads of Zamrock at the moment. But like I love tons of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I run a label that's done like a lot of noise and stuff like
Okay.
that, ambient music. But off current bands, like honestly, like Electric Wizard are the band who I'm like, as soon as they release a record, I buy it. I
Yeah.
totally love them. I mean, obviously, I don't support Iron Maiden would be pretty fucking cool, but that's never going to happen.
No. Well, okay, that's great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to the
Oh, thanks so much,
Razor's
man.
Edge. Cheers. Thanks very much.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website www.therazorsedge.rocks.